talk about reasons why you can't wheelie. That was sick. That was sick, by the way. Alright, so let's talk about reasons why you can't wheelie. And don't get butthurt about this because it affects most all riders. So, not all riders, but there's going to be different things that come into play that can hurt your wheelies. Number one obvious reason is you have a small bike, like a 250 or a 300. Now this isn't to discourage you, this is to make it known to you that it's going to be relatively harder on a small bike to get a wheelie than it is going to be like on, say, a 1000 Super Sport, something like that. Because obviously you don't have the horsepower, you don't have the torque, but you still have relatively the same weight on, like, say, a Ninja 250. I'm pretty sure they weigh close to like 400 pounds, and that's about what my bike weighs. I think my bike's like 420 or something like that. So you're looking at about the same weight, but much less power. Alright, reason number two is going to be, whoa, just got hit in the face by a bug. Reason number two, elevation. So like if you live anywhere, like obviously you know Florida is flat as fuck, and we're like probably 20 feet above sea level right here, which is nothing. So if you live anywhere like the mountains, or you live like Colorado or up in the valley or anything like that, you're gonna notice that your bike loses power in higher elevations. You're definitely gonna lose torque, because I know every time I go to the mountains, my wheelies are trash, and half the time I don't even try to wheelie. And it's just a factor. So if you're like, say, if you're 5,000 plus feet elevation, wherever you're wheeling or wherever you live, that's gonna factor in to your wheelies. It's gonna be much harder to do them. Reason number three is probably timing for the throttle, trying to get it up. So a lot of people are like pulling the clutch in and like not revving up the bike enough, or vice versa, so the timing isn't there. That's another thing. Reason number four, which is probably the most common, is being afraid. And I'm not saying this like in a derogatory way, but if you're scared, it's really not going to help your wheelies. It's something that you're going to have to overcome, and if you don't overcome it, then you're never going to be able to wheel it. It's something that I dealt with when I was first learning how to wheelie, and it's something that most people probably will, unless they're completely fearless. And I'm pretty fearless, to a degree, obviously. I don't like spiders. So yeah, there's being afraid. So like a lot of people like say, like, you know, they want a wheelie, but they get the bike up like 6 inches and then they're afraid they're gonna loop it. It's just one of those things that you have to gradually move up and get better. I think there's water in the road up here. Yep, there is. Good looking out, Chris. Oh, that's not my real name. Or maybe it is, I don't know. I don't know what my name is. I have Alzheimer's. What's my name? Anyways, so yeah, being afraid. That's probably the number one reason why you can't wheelie. And like I said, I dealt with that myself. And it's just something you have to overcome. You have to just either overcome the fear, or you're not going to be able to wheelie, because it is scary, especially at first. I mean, like now I do fucking balance point third gear wheelies for a mile, and it's not that scary to me. Like, it doesn't factor in my mind as something I'm afraid of. But back in the day, I was just popping little sit-down first gear wheelies on my Ninja 1000, probably less than a foot off the ground, and that shit was scary. So don't rush yourself, and just take your time and get into it. That's just one of those things you have to overcome. And reason number 5. Wait, what's number 5? Oh yeah. Quit being a little